According to the World Bank, more than 2 billion people worldwide are underbanked. These people don't have access to bank accounts, financial institutions, credit, insurance, or any of the things that they need to be able to jumpstart their lives and escape poverty.
Banking is something that most of us take for granted, but for the poorest, they don't have any banking services.
Financial inclusion includes some of the poorest and most vulnerable people in the world's financial sector. When people start to have bank accounts, that means that there's a record of their financial transaction history. It means that when they want to secure a loan, people know that they're responsible and that they pay on time. It means that they can save in case of a medical emergency or to pay for their kids' school supplies. Providing these things in a country like Kenya and expanding them to the whole of sub-Saharan Africa, Asia, and the global south is really important.
Why are global financial institutions like the IMF consider this issue of access to finance an important issue?
If you can only pay your bills in cash and receive allowances in cash, that means that you have to travel typically long distances, stay in line for long hours, and sometimes there is a risk that either you can lose or have your cash savings stolen, or even their payments delayed or diminished. If you go through a formal financial institution who provides you this electronically with guarantees, then of course this speeds up the transactions. The costs involved in those transactions are typically lower, and you have a much wider range in terms of transferring money or receiving loans or making payments at a distance.
Witness a nation in love with the mobile phone. Virtually everyone has one, and if they aren't talking on it, they are texting with it or just holding it.
Mobile money is a rare example of an innovation that has been brought to scale, making a difference in the lives of millions of people in developing countries. This service allows customers to transfer and store money all on their cell phones. A traditional bank account tied to a brick-and-mortar bank is not needed to use mobile money. With a simple phone text, this cheap and efficient technology enables mobile banking customers to pay bills, receive wages, and receive or send money to family and friends. While nearly 2.5 billion people in the world don't have bank accounts, the majority of them do have access to a cell phone. It's this segment of the population that can benefit most from mobile money services. Today,
to Kenya's growth is down to the simple telephone.
Nobody without your mobile phone in Kenya. In fact, nearly every single adult in the country has one. But the most exciting development in recent years is this, M-Pesa, which is Swahili for mobile money. It's a way of sending cash all over the country, and you can do everything from buy groceries to pay for airline tickets and even pay your water bill. In fact, there's so much money sloshing through the system, it's the equivalent of 27% of GDP.
Now everyone depends on it as a way of transferring money.
Millions of factory workers used to send envelopes filled with cash to their relatives in rural areas.
Conventional bank doesn't exist everywhere. Within walking distance from anywhere in the country today, from any rural part of the country, some kind of B-Kash retail point is available.
This is a gentleman sending money to his village home. He's a recycling agent. Now he's phoning his brother to tell him the money is coming. Huh?
These customers can be reached by a bank through B-Kash arrangement, and that can create a dramatically new kind of possibilities.
Financial transaction fees are crippling for the world's poor. Compared to formal banking institutions, which can charge 6 to 8% of all transactions, mobile banking services like M-Pesa and B-Kash allow you to send an SMS text message for just 25 cents. And most importantly, in rural communities, where the nearest bank might be 30 or 40 kilometers away, everyone has access to a phone, and that allows them to be included in the financial sector. By 2030, some of the world's poorest and most disenfranchised people will have access to bank accounts,
and that is a future worth working towards.